everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing and testing out the new mini palettes from Pat McGrath. So I was at Sephora the other day and I saw these sitting here, and these are $47 each. And I was like, what? Like, normally a normal Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette over here in Australia anyway usually retails for the $205 mark. So when I saw these for that price, I thought I'm gonna pick them up because I've been so curious about her formula that I've always wanted to try it, but I haven't been able to justify the $205 price tag. Now, before you guys, leave me comments saying, hang on a second, but Victoria, think about your Natasha Denona collection. Yes, I get it. I know that her price point is very, very similar. However, you get a ton more, so much more product, and you get more eyeshadows as well. So it's not just about the grammage, but it's about the amount of shadows that you get in the pan as well. So at this point, that's pretty much why I just haven't been able to justify that price point yet. I'm kind of hoping that they're going to go on sale bigger than just a 20% off sale, so fingers and toes crossed for that. I don't know if that's ever going to happen though, to be honest, so maybe just one day I'll have to bite the bullet, and maybe I will if these are good, so we'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So this is how the packaging is, which I have to say, it is very extra. If you have followed Pat McGrath for a while, you'll know that this is how she does her packaging for literally just about any product. So it is very, very extra. And look, aesthetically, I think it is really, really cool. I think it looks really great, but practically, not my fave. Because yeah, cleaning this up afterwards, especially if it spills, I could just imagine would be a pain in the ass. And on top of that as well, it's just environmentally wise, I don't know how environmentally friendly this is either in the way of packaging. I don't know, I like the look of it, but I just know when I open it, I'm going to be very carefully placing it on my desk so it doesn't spill everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. Is this not a... Apparently I need scissors. I thought it would have like a pull tag. Hang on. Okay, got some scissors this time. Let's try this again. Oh! Oh! See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on, guys. So some of the sequins literally just got trapped underneath this bit here, and it literally is all over my carpet and all over my desk. Like, that's literally what's on my desk at the moment, and I have it everywhere, all over the floor as well. Fun times ahead for me with the vacuum. So, and look how much is still left in there. That's what I'm saying. It's not practical. It's just not practical. Okay, so now I've got them both out of the packaging. This is what they look like. I really, really like the way that these have been packaged. I think these look great. I know a few people were commenting saying, oh, it looks a bit cheap, etc. Obviously, and that's why it's only $47 Australian anyway, in Sephora. So yes, I think that these were clearly quite cheap to make. But I personally am not mad at how they look, and I'm excited at the fact that we get to, test out the formula and not spend that $200 price tag. So having a look at the first one, this one here is called Sublime, and these look to be some absolutely beautiful, very wearable warm tones. Really, really stunning. So what I think I might do is I might just go ahead and swatch these for you. I know I'm not usually one to swatch, but there's not that many of them, so let's just go ahead and do it. That's just to start off with. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so this is the first 3 shadows on the row, and I've just swatched it the wrong way, so that's good. It starts there and goes that way. Well done me. So far they look and feel amazing. The pigmentation is just so great and they feel really quite buttery in the pan as well. So really, really great first impressions so far. This looks to be almost like a satin finish. It's like a matte with some shimmer in it. Really, really pigmented, as you can see. And then this is that duochrome I was telling you guys about. Just, oh, wow. Yeah, I can definitely see, I mean, I can certainly see a lot of the red that's coming up on camera. However, I can definitely see a lot of like copper coming through it as well in person. It's just so, so beautiful. So looking at the names that we've got here, Sextrovert, Gold Nectar, Sinful, Illicit, and Corruption is this one here. Really great shade names as well. Very, very clever. Okay, so this is the Subversive palette now, in order this time. Oh, wow. That is so beautiful. Oh, no, wrong hand. Oh, no. Like, honestly, that is so, so stunning. Wow. Just wow, 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 wow. Okay, these are the final two shades. Oh, just amazing. That is so pretty. And like, honestly, they feel really good to the touch. Like, they just feel amazing. I still can't get over this one. That is just unbelievable. So starting at the top, we've got Lapis Luxury, we've got Gold Standard, Crimson Fire, Blue Blood, and Synthetica. Now, I have already laid down a base. I did use the P. Louise base in shade number 2. And I am just going to start to create a little bit of dimension first with a couple of matte shades. So just jumping into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And I'm just going to be taking Tempura, which is this one right here. And just on a really, like on a fluffy brush, nothing too crazy. And I'm just going to start to work this into my crease and pretty much all over the lid, just to sort of give it, you know, just something before we go and start playing with all of those metallics. I sort of really want to go in with this one, which I know people are probably going to kill me for because, I mean, you know. And I do sort of have the red and the blue happening today, but it's kind of like it's a different blue and I don't know. Okay, so I think I am going to go in with this one right here because, to be honest with you, this duochrome shade, I'm vibing so much and I really want to get it all over my lids. So to start with, I am just going to take again a really fluffy brush. For reference, this one here is the JH Morphe brush, the JH31 brush, and I'm just going to dip into this shade right here. So I don't know how this is going to go because like it's a metallic, and normally I would start off with a matte, so this is like breaking the rules, but I'm fairly confident that's pretty much what Pat McGrath's label is all about. So let's just see how this goes. Just going to start this on my outer corner and sort of start to slowly buff it into the crease. Now again, considering this is like a fairly shimmery metallic shade, or like a metallic shade I should be saying, normally they don't go too amazing on brushes, but so far this seems to have picked up pretty alright. What do you guys think? Okay, that was pretty painless to lay down. That was really good. All right, so now I'm just going to dip into this really deep shade here. Ooh, so pigmented. Okay, I'm liking this a lot. I do have a little bit of fallout, but I do have powder down, so I'm really not concerned. All right, so next I am going to go into that beautiful, beautiful duochrome shade. So I'm just going to take it on my finger. Oh, I wish you guys could see, like if I... Can you see if I go like... No. Let me actually see if I can film this properly on my phone and insert a clip for you guys. Let's try and do that. That's better. So see, can you see the difference? It's just so pretty. There you go. So isn't that crazy going from my phone to just duochromes? I love them. I love them, love them, love them. Okay. I'm actually surprised. I didn't like the application with the finger, so I'm going to take it on a brush this time and just see. Alright, let me just quickly go and finish this other eye off of camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am just going to take a little bit of this one here from the Subversive palette. I just want to, you know, it's pretty much a very similar sort of shade to the duochrome that we were using. And yeah, I want to try and of course use as many colours as we can. So I'm just going to sort of pop that in the centre and just kind of blend it all in. It is weird, you know, pretty much just working with metallic shades. But that's alright. I'm always down for a bit of a challenge. Just going to take a little bit of the shade we initially started with just to sort of redefine everything a little bit. Okay, so my thoughts at this point, guys, are there's a lot going on. Maybe it's just my shade choice. Mind you, like the shades that I used came from essentially the one palette, so there's that. But I personally am not loving how this is looking. I feel like it's a bit patchy in certain areas, and what it is for me is it's just the fact that it's the overall metallic sheen. So I think these shadows on their own, amazing, beautiful, like really, really lovely. But using it all together in the one palette, for me, it's just kind of not, I'm not loving it at this stage. So now I'm thinking I might just go ahead and, I don't know, pop on some liner and hope to God I can somehow salvage this. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that duochrome shade and just kind of work it in the center of my lower lash line like this. Careful not to take it all the way in. And then we're just going to take a little bit more of that really dark shade and just connect the two from the outer corner. Just so we've got some form of definition on the lower lash line, you know. I am just going to quickly wipe this bake away and I'll be right back. Honestly, I don't even know what's going on with my hair right now. It kind of, it wants to be curly, but then it wants to be straight, and it's like, it needs a treatment. I know that much. Okay, so final thoughts on these capsule palettes. Look, for the money, I think that they are affordable. How much grammage is in here? So they are 1 gram worth of product each per pan. So, I mean, it's not horrific. It could be worse. But yeah, look, you know, I think that for the price point, it's fair. If it was any more expensive, I probably wouldn't think that it is a fair price, to be honest, for what it is. The shadows individually, I think, are really, really beautiful, and I think you could create some fantastic looks with these shades. Using them all together as they are set out in the palettes, I don't think is a good idea. So look, I don't hate my eyeshadow today. I'm not in love with it, but I'm not hating it. But I'm glad that I used, you know, I'm glad that I sort of tried to stick to the one palette and create a look just to see how it would wear, you know, as, you know, in its own little moment, I guess. But yeah, look, honestly, guys, I'm going to be far more inclined to, you know, marry these palettes up with something like, you know, my soft glam palette, sort of like I did originally. To be honest, I wish I had have kept, like, went back into this a little bit more and used a few more of the matte shades. I feel that if I had done that, I would have gotten the right dimension, and things just overall probably would have looked a little bit better than how I feel that they're looking right now, if that makes sense. Like, to be honest, I would have loved to have used this in the crease and, you know, maybe even blend it out a little bit with some sienna as well, just to sort of really create that bit of dimension. But the reason why I didn't do that is because I wanted to try and stick to, you know, the palette how it is and see whether we could come up with something just using the palette. So yeah, like I said, maybe it's just to do with my shade choice, my selection, I don't know. But look, I can't fault it in the way of the quality. The quality is really, really good. Just be prepared that this is, as I said, for me personally, not something that you would go ahead and pick out of your collection and only use that for the day, if that makes sense. I just don't think that, you know, it's worth using it in that way. And I also don't necessarily think they were created for that either. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. But yeah, overall, I think they're affordable. Go pick it up, add it to your collection. I think they're a nice piece to add. And if you're after, you know, that pop of color, this one here would be amazing. If you're more of like a neutral sort of, you know, soft glam guy, then go pick this one up. Or if you both, pick them both up. What can I say? Alright guys, so that pretty much is everything for today's video. I do think that with a lash and a bit of liner, it all sort of came together a little bit nicer as well. So, you know, I'm going to continue my day. I've got a couple of things I've got to do this afternoon, and I have at least one more video that I need to film for you guys today. So that is it. I will look forward to seeing you all on the next one. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and if you'd like to, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram right here somewhere. I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.